CJ on the beat.
What I think about the past is essentially there are a lot of things that were never discussed. There are a lot of things that were only told from one perspective, and those things kind of continue to haunt us now where we are. So I think there's a lot of kind of knowledge that needs to be uncovered about the history of the country and how that perpetuates into where we are now.
Someone easy, someone cool right now. Let's stop and remember what is true right now. Just trust and be a fool right now.
So currently in my work right now, I think a lot of it has to do with just being honest and authentic about where you are, where you stand, what you feel, and a lot of that has to do with what from the past is still on your back and on your shoulders or connected to your ankles and dragging your movement today. So it is a lot about your past and what we're feeling now. So I don't even know of a present moment as much as we like to glorify this nowness. I don't even know if it's possible to experience nowness without feeling the past and the future.
If you want to survive in Africa, you have also to be self-conscious, because people are fighting for our resources in different forms. And as they are fighting in different forms, even our food, our education, it's in a sort of a favor of the system. And the system is the one that is actually above this all. Our leaders are caught up. It's like they are in a trap.
Why would you say that Namibia has been great?
For me, because the thing is, I've not been in Namibia like for the longest also. But when I returned, it was partially good, partially bad, because now opportunities were more to the people who are in power, and the poor will get poorer. Corruption was worse.
It's still worse.
Still, yeah, it is, yeah.
In the past, it was more relaxed and calm. Compared to the present, I believe people are more hostile in a sense, whether it be the youth or adults or even little children. I feel there's a hostility, a sense of fear currently in the country.
This life my father fought for me, in any way, It's not just something that you can see and you smile just comes from heaven, I work hard. It's not easy, But the most important is we must never give up, Never give up as the youth, because the harder the battle, the sweeter is the victory.
Mom, Ben's big black bathbrush just broke. Mom, Ben's big black bathbrush just broke. Mom, Ben's big black bathbrush just broke.
In the past, Namibia was the place where we say the grass is greener on the other side. I came to Namibia like 8 years ago when things in my country were not so good, and this side the grass was greener. We came here, it was the land of opportunity, land of dreams, and funny enough, it turned out to be that.
I graduated in 2017. I still don't have a job. So that's the first problem. For me currently, I feel like Namibia needs a new head of state.
Currently, what is happening is you have a lot of issues that are happening, and you have a lot of resistance and activism and kind of expertise, but they are very fragmented. So so you have people that are doing things in health, in law, in architecture, in arts, but it's very, very fragmented. So in a way, for there to be a social transformation, there needs to be a consolidation of all these efforts. Otherwise, things become a bit more challenging.
I think we need to emancipate ourselves in the present moment. And there's a present moment, there's a lot of hostility, fear, confusion, deception. So I think we need to start with those things in order to build a future without those things and make it a better one. So that the timeline goes past, present, future, it's going better and not worse.
I can't expect a glorious resolution or revolution in one day. It's also that. I think the conversation is also this patience that we all know in our wise selves, and on a restful Sunday, patience is required. But then there's also urgency, and that being something that we know is necessary too for change, because revolution doesn't happen in a place of comfort and ease necessarily. Why would we demand anything better if we were chilling?
I feel like we need younger
leaders
than the old.
But younger is also a problem, mind you. I'm just saying, we have seen our older people in government mess things up. So I'm like, okay, this guy took 20 million from our government, and all he got was, and a $20,000 fine. And look at how much he took, and look at how much he's paying for him.
I don't want to blame our leaders anymore, because I know there is a system that runs the whole system. The system is on our elders, so it's on the youth to notice that we are only being fed bad about ourselves, and we are not being told stories about who we used to be. We are not having stories about the good and greatness of Africans.
We Africa, we have everything that we want. We don't have to run around, because all the resources that we have, we can come up with this solution,
Do you see any change happening, or do you think we're going backwards?
Do we own our minds? Do we? Okay.
Do we import our stuff? Yes.
Do we have refineries? So even if we have our diamonds, we send them to South Africa, So if we have the same people in power, Namibia will stay the same. Namibia will crash and burn.
At the stage that we are right now, to me, it's a danger, because we are being depopulated. Your food is already poisoned. The news is not yours, and the news is making our elders to be monsters. Some of our elders, like yesterday, Robert Mugabe died a few days ago. To me, Robert Mugabe was not even that monster that BBC, CNN fed us.
Yes, things are not so great as before, but it happens. It's Africa, we learn from mistakes and stuff. And what I see about Namibia in the future, Namibia still has the potential to be great. People are now getting conscious, people are now getting educated, people are becoming aware, As in back in the days, people were just happy that they are living in a country that they have the government backing them. Now they are getting aware, now they're getting educated, they know what they want, they know what they deserve.
The way I see the future is that there will be a new wave of politically conscious youth that operate differently from what common wisdom, the way we've been practicing politics and kind of activism in Namibia. And as you can imagine, it's more influenced by the global setting. So I think that's a very exciting thing. And there seems to be a very slow awakening of a new generation that understands certain things, and they refuse to be fooled by political talk or political rhetoric because they are affected by certain things. So they kind of understand things differently now from how we understood things in the past.
The future is a balance. So let me get to the future. In my mind, I see Namibia as a future getting to a place of balance where we know how to self-preserve, take care of ourselves, and really figure out what we want, and honestly what we want, and not have the forces of woke conversations or not that.
We must educate ourselves about the development of Africa, the development for the community, the black community, you know.